So a few nights ago, I was having dinner with some friends in southern Italy, and this is in one of those zones that's just like so healthy. Like it's really hard to argue with the mental health and the physical health in this kind of area. And so we were sitting having dinner and they were talking about their grandpa. And at one point they were talking about the fact that he does 20 push-ups a day. And I was like, how old's your grandpa? They're saying, he's 83 years old. They pull out their phone and they show me this clip of this 83-year-old grandpa getting down and doing 20 push-ups. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what this grandpa could do. I couldn't believe how he could move. And they show me him playing ping pong. And at one point, like he reaches back and kind of does this like hop on one foot. And it reminded me of one of the things that's just been popping up over and over and over again as we do this year of travel. We need to stop and hear this message in North America, where we've got all the conveniences in the world. I'm recognizing that we're the anomaly. When it comes to physical health, when it comes to our ability to move when we're older, we're the anomaly. And it's not good. You start to kind of form an opinion of what it's like to be 60 years old or 70 years old or 80 years old. And you think that's just the way that people move when they're at that age. And then as you start to explore the world, you recognize that's not how people move. Sometimes people ask me, why do I care so much about work? Like, why do I create all these work videos? Why did I do this year of research around the world learning about work? And my response is always, I actually don't care that much about work. Work to me is just the thing that we do with our productive hours to try to build a better life. So to me, I care about life. I care about building a great life. Our first location was in the Alps in France, and we were hanging out with some friends. And one of the moms of those friends came for a hike with us. For all appearances, looks like your average 70-year-old mom. 3 hours in, we're still going up. It's getting hard. The terrain is difficult. There's no path. We're climbing up rocks. We're kind of like sliding down different areas. And she's keeping up with all of it. Typically, that's the point of the day where your legs are shaking and you're struggling. And she's just doing this like it's nothing. We're not built for this anymore. It feels like because we've got cities that allow us to get in a car, to live in our own home, to drive where we want to go, have the convenience of not needing to walk everywhere, it feels like we just start to lose this ability to move this way. A little while later in Taiwan, we're at this beautiful rock overlooking the ocean. At the top of this rock is this man who's sitting meditating, and then he starts to climb down the rock, and you can tell kind of from his face that he's an elderly guy, but from the way he moves and the way he looks, he's moving like I would hope to move at age 20. I was going through Instagram and there was a video clip of Mick Jagger. He's 75 years old. He was a month out of having heart surgery. And Mick Jagger is doing this kind of like training regime where he's practicing for a show they're gonna do. And again, he's hopping around like it's nothing. Now I know this is Mick Jagger and he can move in extraordinary ways and he's been doing this for a long time, but it starts to reset what our capabilities are around movement. People around the world well into their older age are able to move in ways that we're just not. And we have to stop and ask why. And not just why, but what's that doing to our quality of life? Like when we just can't move that well when we're into our later ages, what does that mean for us? And what do we do about it? What if you were to just say, I'm actually gonna start to move more than I did yesterday? And what if you were to take this on as kind of a personal challenge? I'm just literally gonna get out and move and start to build this into my lifestyle. And so this is one of those challenges that, does it make sense for you to park a little bit further away? Does it make sense for you to do a walk or do something in your day that feels like, I don't need to, but that's kind of the point. Even though it feels inconvenient, what might it be adding to your life? Because when I'm 75 years old or 83 years old or 70 years old, I just want to be able to move in ways that feels like that's adding to my quality of life. And the thing that I can't get over is the ability for people who are of an older age to move well into their elderly years. That's the challenge I put out. Just start to move. Don't count steps. Don't try to make it based on some technology. Just move. Make it inconvenient and see what that does to the quality of your life.